What is a trans guy's favorite chord? B flat. What is up? It is your boy Matt, and I know I didn't post a video last week, but we are back again this week. I've been very caught up with school and work, so I just didn't get around to making a video last week. So the video I had planned for last week, we will be doing this week. On a positive note that is not school or work related though, today I started, my T-dose changed, so it went up, basically doubled. I was on 0.5 milliliters every other week, and now I am on 0.5 milliliters every single week. And I also graduated. Yeah, I just tried to make a little clip of me throwing up my graduation cap, like at graduation on that. But I'm really bad at this, so you guys can watch one of the failed attempts at the end. Now, from having to go into the city, like driving or taking the train every other week, and now I get to do my tea shots by myself at home, which is exciting. But yeah, this isn't a tea update. I just thought since that happened today, it was worth mentioning. Just a minor update. Alright, let's talk about binding. So first, very important, do not ever under any circumstances bind with ace bandages or duct tape. And I can't stress that enough. Those are extremely dangerous. There is no proper or safe way to bind with those. Those are only more likely to cause injury. So, also, a very important little aside, if that doesn't stop you, just the injury itself. Any injuries or super reduced that's sustained, if you mess up, I've heard that they can deny top surgery. So if you're binding until you can get top surgery, there's a chance that if you screw up too bad now with binding, that you will not be able to get it in the future. So I would definitely take into consideration to bind safely. Not only that, the elasticity in your skin, like in your chest tissue and stuff, that is very important with the results of your top surgery. So you don't want to be messing. Any way you're binding is going to, you can still possibly cause injury, and you could still diminish the elasticity in your chest, but not to as bad of an extent as something that has no proper way or safe way of binding. So yeah, that's makes it 10 times more likely to break a rib, to cause bruising. Just do not do it. It is not worth it. Besides that, getting away from that for a second, it does, any binding you do is going to restrict your breathing. So, two very important things to take note when that are affected by your breathing would be exercise and swimming. Yes, you can exercise and swim while binding. It's not recommended, but you can do it. What is recommended if you are going to is to wear either a binder a size up or use sports bras. There's compression sports bras that do a little bit more. They're made for like high impact sports and stuff. Those will obviously compress your chest more than a regular sports bra, or you can layer sports bras. Also, take breaks. If your body is telling you that, like you have pain or there's just something not right, take a break. Take it off, give yourself a minute, and then you can go back to it, or just stop altogether. It's the same thing with swimming. But another difference is, do not put on a wet binder. That will be impossible to get on and off. So you're definitely going to want to have one separate for swimming or working out, and then just change into a dry one after. Obviously, you might not need to with working out because I don't know how much you're going to sweat, but definitely with swimming, you're going to want to have a separate one after. Wet skin and binders do not mix well. But yeah. Anyway, taking breaks is kind of important all around anyway. I would definitely recommend taking breaks anytime you can, if possible. I know there's definitely days where where I have like school, and then I go to work, or it's usually the other way around. I don't know why I said it in that order, but like I'll go to work all morning and then I'll go to school, and you're really only recommended to wear a binder 8 to 10 hours a day, which I pretty much always go way over that, but it's really not recommended. As long as you feel fine, like there's no pain, there's probably going to be a little discomfort, but as long as it's nothing too severe, I still wouldn't recommend it. But take breaks, stretch, breathe, stay hydrated, because you're going to get a little hotter in a binder because of the material. You should be fine. You can go all day, just listen to your body. That's honestly the most important takeaway point in all of this, besides do not bind with ace bandages or with duct tape. But yeah, listen to your body. Also, I would recommend, if you're going to buy a binder, to get from GC2B or Underworks. Those are the highest rated, best brands in binders. Personally, I use GC2B, and I absolutely love them. I've said this multiple times in multiple different videos, but I adore them. I've heard there's like Tea Kingdom or something. I haven't really looked into it. I haven't heard much about it, but I have seen it on a couple different sites. Like if you follow Aiden Dowling, he has his own company, or I'm not sure exactly what it is, but like 0.5cc clothing or whatever, his line. On his website, it mentions Tea Kingdom, so I would assume that's probably a decent, it's one of the only 3 which was listed with Underworks and GC2B, so I'm sure it's probably good, but personal experience, GC2B, that's a great brand. When buying a binder, do not go anything marketed towards lesbians, because obviously that's not to the right demographic. Like, why are they trying to sell binders to lesbians? We don't understand. But not only is, like, they clearly don't get it, they have, like, these weird strapless ones that clearly don't do what they're supposed to do. Like, you'll see, like, chest coming over. I'm like, no, there's something not right there. But on top of that, if you look at the materials and compare those to the materials on any of, like, the binders that I listed, like, from those brands, all the binders and, like, the good brands and stuff that any trans guy would recommend to you is going to have some sort of stretchy material in it. I think it's like Les something and whatever, those crappy binders, they're like $5. I know it's like tempting because it's so cheap, but they're not stretchy. They're probably almost as bad as an ace bandage. I wouldn't say they're as bad as an ace bandage, but they're probably up there because they are not stretchy. They're not made for what their actual purpose is. Just stay away. Either spend the extra money, or if you go online, there's different binder exchanges or giveaways that you could enter or whatever to get a real binder, not some cheap crap that's just going to injure you and make things worse down the line. But yeah, if you cannot get access to a binder either way, there's still sports bras and KT tape. I don't know if you've heard of that. But I've seen a lot of guys. It really only works with smaller chests. It doesn't really work for me. I've used it to go to the gym before because I don't have any binders too small. I keep buying them, like, I'm not too small. I meant too big. Do not wear a binder way too small. Not a good idea either. But yeah, I don't have any binders that are like too big. They're all like my actual size, so I can't really go to the gym in them or anything. So when I go to the gym, I'm probably going to buy another binder now, but I tried using KT tape and then a sports bra over it, and it definitely helped be a little flatter than the 2 sports bras. I wouldn't recommend it because it was kind of uncomfortable, but I know there's quite a few trans guys that have smaller chests and use the KT tape and no issues, don't have to wear a binder, and it's perfectly fine. or just some people that layer sports bras. I can show you how to do those though, because I have experience with both. Hold on one sec. Alright, we're back, and I am in my nude GC2 B binder. It's a little off right now, but yeah. So, I guess we'll start with the sports bra ones, because that's easier and quicker. I have 2 different sports bras, very different colors, just so that I can show you, these ones aren't that good, show you how I've done it. You could layer in 2 ways. So, let's see, this is probably going to be uncomfortable on top of my binder. But, so, what I used to do before I had a binder, I would put one on like this, and the one, you know what, we're going to make myself some little fake nips, just so that I could show a whatever. Alright, let's cut some. These are really small nips. Good enough. Oh, you can't see that very well. Let's. Alright, there's one nip. This one's going to be a little bigger because I just cut that really bad. But that's okay, arts and crafts. I'm not the best at that, apparently. Alright, let's make that more noticeable. Better nip. Are these even? I don't really care if they're even. Alright, so say these are your nipples. I'm going to take this. I hope I don't knock these off. And we take the center, I fold it back up to be like right across your nipples, so you can't even see them anyway. Alright, so that'll kind of flatten down the center, and then I would take the other one, we're going to put that on over and have that go just right over. It's kind of like awkward. I would wear like a tank top or like whatever, or 2 t-shirts or something, or honestly if it's a baggy enough t-shirt you're not going to notice, but yeah, you can see it's kind of like awkward, but it does kind of do the trick for the most part. I mean, it's a little weird looking, but you get the point. It's flat enough to slightly ease some dysphoria. And here's my little fake post-it nips again. Alright, and KT tape. So it's like in this like little packaging like this. There are 2 ways that you could do it. Alright, so there's the one that I had is done by the strip. So you just rip off the strip. Now, you can either cut it in half or use the whole thing like that. Alright, so what I did was I cut it in half just so that I could put it across. Some people only need 1. I needed quite a few to cover. So we're only going to do 1 for now, maybe 2 on one side, I don't know. So we cut that in half. You peel the thing, and now be careful because once it touches skin, it loses its stickiness. So you want to be careful with that. So you take the 2 ends, right? You're going to put that over your nip. Make sure you cover your nip, because see how that just ripped that off? Yeah, it will rip your nip off. It can do that. Like, it will rip your skin. But yeah, so you're going to want to actually cover that, and I just didn't do that, but you know, little mistake. Cover your nip with like, I don't know, anything, a cotton ball with like athletic tape or something, just anything. A little gauze pad, that's what I used, gauze pad with like athletic tape. But yeah, so you tape that down over your nip, and you're going to pull that back and tape it down like that. So that's going to pull, see how it's like tugging over here? I probably shouldn't do this on my binder. Whatever, it's too late now. I'm not going to do the other one. We're just going to leave this nip out. But yeah, so it's going to pull up, so it's going to pull everything this way, so it's going to be flatter. Now, obviously, the bigger the chest, the less it's going to work, and also the bigger the chest, the more tape you're going to need. I usually put like 4 or 5 strips on one side, and then would have to do the other side as well. Okay, we're going to take this off now, because I don't want to ruin my binder. And there goes my nip. My other nip just fell off. Oh well. Alright, so that's just a quick video on binding. I hope that's any help to any of you. I hope you also liked my fake post-it nips. They're pretty great, right? So accurate looking. Anyway, hopefully I will see you guys again next week. I will try my best to get around to making another video. And if you like this or found this helpful or anything, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Woo. Hell yeah. Woo. Shit, that was louder than expected.